Excuse me, sir. Can I take your order? If you'll notice, I have here my very own Brady Pub apron that I won yesterday at a Day of Days.
By guessing the number 47
Yes.
from Clarence, our man, at
Yes.
the Day of Days. Clarence, thanks
Clarence
again.
rocked. And we're going to talk more about Clarence in another post because he's awesome and I want to dedicate an entire post to him. But we'll talk more about that later.
So anyway, it's Sunday. Oh, are you going to jump in or can I talk?
No, you can talk.
It's Sunday. We're in our hotel room at the Sheraton, and we are still buzzing from yesterday's Day of Days event. It was amazing. It far exceeded my expectations.
Way far.
You know, I'm a little bit skeptical, but you really get to meet all the cast members. You get very close to them. The only bad thing was the lines at. But that didn't even make any difference to me because you get to walk by them, and then there's a question and answer, and then.
And it's free. So if you have to wait in line, so what? Because it's free.
But you get to get very close to them. I mean, I was within several feet of probably half a dozen of the cast members.
Yes.
They're just like you're hanging out with them for the day.
Mm-hmm.
So highly recommend it. Tons of Fanatic Days people. It's just crazy. So one of the great things that happened was we got to watch Monday's episode on Saturday in its entirety.
This is a big, loud spoiler alert, spoiler. We are going to be posting right now about the episode that will be on tomorrow. Now, I know you Canadians and whatnot have already seen it too, I'm sure. But
that's true.
For the rest of y'all, this post right now is about Monday's episode that they let us watch early. So let's dive in.
All right.
First of all, I got my little notes here.
Okay.
You want to see them?
Sure.
So, Sammy tells Nicole everything about Rafe being back, and then that's not good. Because who's the one person that Sammy was not supposed to tell?
Nicole. And then she told Rafe. I told Nicole. Rafe is pissed at Sammy. Sammy, I told you one thing not to do.
And she's like, oh, honey, it's okay, because I can trust your mama. And he's like, you know what? I wanted to wait until I knew for sure to tell you this, but I'm going to just tell you now. And then it stopped, and we're like,
love it.
Holy crap.
Love it.
So meanwhile, Nicole's about to die, and she goes running over to Stefano, and he's like, what the hell are you doing here?
If EJ comes in the door, we're screwed. So he hides her in that garden, the whatever is outside those doors, where many people have hidden over the years.
Yes, and so, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do, but I'm worried that we're just retelling the whole episode here and not really talking about it.
Oh.
But those two are thick as thieves, and I just want to know what's going to come when everything comes out. What's going to happen with their dynamic? Is he going to help her out? Is Stefano going to help Nicole out, or is he going to throw her to the wolves?
Well, I mean, we did see some other things too
that
kind of lead us into what will happen.
But we're not going to get into all that today.
They showed like those previews you see during the daytime about the show, not the ones you see at the end of the show.
Right. Those ones that leap far ahead.
If you are one of those people who watches the show like once a month or something, watch all this week.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge.
Yeah, this week's a good week to watch.
The baby switch is going to come out this week, we're pretty sure.
It is, yeah. People are saying Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday sounds like the right day.
But, meanwhile, Brady's making Ari quit the pub, and Carolyn's like, no, don't do it, and tell her not to. Brady's like, I can't do that. So...
And EJ overhears.
No, well, Ari goes up and starts packing and calls Raven's like, hey, what's going on with those DNA results? And EJ's like, I mean, you could see the seething anger that you see with EJ because he's such an amazing, James Scott is such an amazing actor. And he's just like, like, what the hell is this about now? What could these DNA results lead to? What does Rafe know? He knows that Chad's out getting the DNA tests. He's going to think it has something to do with those tests Chad took yesterday. Because Chad's DNA tests were yesterday, too. So he's going to think Rafe is somehow screwing around with those.
Never thought of that.
Just to screw with them. So, I don't know. But he goes running home to Daddy. EJ does. something odd happened today.
Yeah, Stefan was like, he probably got somebody impregnated.
He's like, Rafe's back, and he's got DNA results coming, and so once EJ's out of the room, Nicole and Stefan are like, oh my god, well, this is not good. So they, of course, decide Rafe has to be eliminated.
Yeah, Stefan's going to put a hit on Rafe.
That's in the previews. I need you to take care of something informally. So how many people is Nicole going to cause havoc for just so she can get one baby? Dr. Baker's dead now. Sammy's living in hell. Mia's living in hell. Will's living in hell.
Yeah.
Chad's living in hell. Now Rafe's going to get murdered.
And we have some inside theories about what?
I'm just wondering what your inside theories are.
When we talked to Molly Burnett and
but
Casey,
we're not.
we can't say anything right
now. We're
now.
not getting into all that. Today we are just recapping
Okay.
what happened for Monday's episode. We are not going to
I'm
give
not
away
getting
the farm
into that.
today.
I'm not going into that. So let's jump over to Carly. She's in jail.
Oh, she's in deep water because they're having her extradited tonight.
And Bo is getting even more mad at Hope because she didn't do it. Victor did it. So
Yeah,
he's
Victor-
even more
Victor's
mad.
the one.
So he's pushing Hope into Justin's arms.
Oh yeah, why don't you just buy her a little baggie of Victoria's Secret underwear and get him a hotel room? Because that's what you're doing.
That's what that guy did at the airport.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was good work. Because did you see that guy? He was like...
They were practically having sex at the baggage
There
claim.
was this guy, and he was old as can be, and this young thing, or not young, she was a cougar too.
She was a definite cougar.
Well, I guess she's not a cougar because he was older than her. But skinny thing, all jacked up, and whatever. And he brings her little underwear bag at like 9 in the morning at the freaking airport. Enough of that.
There's rumors that EJ and Ari are going to be a couple.
Oh yeah, I think they are for sure. The way they were stroking each other's hands when he saw her crying.
Because we know the golden rule, and I told a lot of people this.
Physical contact.
If you touch the other character,
Yeah.
that means you're going to have a relationship with them.
But I want to get back to Carly and Hope and all that.
Okay.
Bo does not trust Hope. Hope does not trust Bo. They never do. They always fight. Why don't you break up and get divorced once and for all? If you don't basically trust the other person when they ask you a yes or no question, you got some serious marital strife going on. So he says, did you call and report Carly? She says, no, that's the end of that. And then Victor comes in and he's like, I did it. And that's when Bo should have gotten down on his knees and said, I am so sorry that I accused you and I didn't believe you. Even though you're being a really annoying biatch right now, I shouldn't have done that.
But, having seen Crystal Chappelle in person, I think he made the right choice.
Oh yeah, she's way hotter in person.
Hot, yeah. We didn't get to see, I would be able to compare if Christian Alfonso had showed up to the event, but she's out there promoting her jewelry.
Yeah.
So
Jody, just so you know, we never did get to meet Hope, and it sounds like your HSN has something behind it too.
Yeah, really. I feel bad talking harsh about any characters because they were all so
I
nice
know.
there. But Christian Alfonso was not there, so I can go on about that.
So Ari goes to the Kiriakis mansion, and she is determined to get Brady back, and she's going to tell him everything.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So, and at the last minute, Hope really felt guilty because Bo was like, you know what? Carly's a good woman, and she didn't do anything wrong, and she doesn't deserve this. And when they said she's going to get sent away tonight, Hope's like, what did I do to help? I'm sorry. All right, so previews. More Rafe and Sammy stuff. And she said something like, you found out? I don't know what she's alluding to.
Who knows? That could be anything.
Oh, she probably thinks he found out who the baby's parent is, or he found out that Nicole lied about those DNA tests or whatever.
It's not coming out tomorrow, though, anyway.
And then we were talking
Which
about
is Tuesday's episode.
Okay, so that's all we've got for today.
We got a lot more stuff, a lot more exclusive interviews with people. You'll see.
Yeah, we've got lots of juicy stuff for you, but we better wrap it up for
all
today.
All right, couple
we got an early flight. We got to get up at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. All right, the couple that watches Days Together.
Stays together.